Today I would like to leave you with questions, but start with a skill. So now please write in your minds the best skill you think you have. And I'm giving you 15 seconds for that, because I don't have a lot of time. The best skill you think you have. Think it and program it to yourself. Subconsciousness is something that's getting deep from your body, deep from you, and it interacts directly with your consciousness, with the expressions, with the decisions that you have to make in your daily life. And when we talk about the calling, which is one of the most important things in your life, because we all want to do something special. Hello there. I didn't see you. We all want to do something special in our life. We all want to do something what we're passionate for. And I believe that everyone sitting in here, standing here, came to this world with a special task. And I think that every one of you has to do something special. We all want to be extraordinary. We all want to be special, but we don't want to make decisions. And sometimes, not sometimes, very often, we live a life from outside to inside, not from the inside to outside. So today my speech, as I told you, it's not more like a speech, it's more like a story of my example. Is a little bit different than those stories which you hear from the inspirational speakers around the world. Because usually they talk that one day they're reaching the bottom of their life, they're losing something, they ruin their businesses, they're losing their money, they ruin their family, their relations, they're addicted to some drugs or alcohol, whatever it is, and suddenly then from the bottom of their life they are raising as a phoenixes up. You heard that many times. If not, you will. So I'm inviting you not to wait until this. I'm inviting you to live a normal life like you live now, and step by step going up. Me, myself, living with a phrase, with a saying, which Mark Twain once said. Maybe you heard it. That every person has two most important days in their lives. One day is which, maybe you know, is what? What is it?
Today.
Yeah, not today. The day when you're born, and the second day most important in your life is the day when you realize and find out why did you born. I also added the third day in my own life. It's the day when you realize that the health and the healthier lifestyle is the most important basic to build a successful life. But this is another topic, talking about the health, about the longevity and all the things. But basically, when we find out why we are here on this earth, on this place called Earth, and what is our tasks, what's our targets in this life, what we have to do in it, then we're starting to live this passionable, joyful, happy life, truly happy life. Maybe anyone in this audience knows what is the percentage of the people who are living being not happy what they do. Raise your hands, try to guess. I have a gift for you. Who's going to be closest with the answer? Yes, with the white t-shirt.
I would say 70%.
Okay, who else? Let's get more options. 82?
83.
83? 87? Oh, okay, that's going to be tough to get a winner. Okay, over there on the top? 55 and? 90. Okay, there? 50. Who said 82? Catch. This is a gift for you. 80% of the people of the population live and they don't like what they do every day. And only 15 to 20%, in Europe it's around 15% of population who loves what they do every day. Can you imagine that? What is a statistical happiness? Statistical happiness, and when we When we come to this world, when we go to kindergarten, when we go to school, I went there, I was there. We have some hobbies which we do every day. So I was going to basketball classes. I graduated the school. I was a professional basketball player right in the school. I was the second place winner of the second division of the Lithuania when I was in the 12th grade. So I get some more points. With those extra scores, I could get to the better university or I could get easier on there. And of course, I followed not my heart, but I followed the system. I followed the most popular places. So the most popular studies then was economics in Vilnius University, law in Vilnius University, and Institute of the Political Science and International Relations in the Vilnius University. So I went there. I studied there for 5 years, and I didn't know what I'm doing over there. But of course, system were trying to suck me in that political side. So now I'm a bachelor of the political science, but suddenly I became somebody else. Then I went to Denmark, and I was playing basketball over there for 2 years with my wife. Right after the wedding, at the age of 24, the next day we left to the Denmark because I had to play an opening game over there. And I stayed there for 2 years, and I already knew that I'm not going to be a professional basketball anymore. I'm not an elite professional basketball. I'm not going to earn those millions. So I decided to take a challenge, to get some more experience, to live some life in another country. So I went to Denmark, in Copenhagen. I was living there for 2 years, playing basketball, working at the same time. Then my wife gave a birth here in Vilnius. So when we came back, I didn't return to Denmark, but the life there was really nice. Afterwards, I found a job. I was working from 8 to 5. Everything is the same. I was playing basketball in the amateur basketball league here in Vilnius. Nothing special, 2 times a week, drinking beer with the friends. On the weekends, of course, I wanted to go out, to party, to drinks a little bit, some drinks, have some fun, and return to home in the next morning or even next day, and things like this. Yeah, nothing special, everything is like a statistical thing. But then, during the one game, I got injured. My hamstring muscle, which is located on the back of my thigh, had torn. So it simply popped up from the butt down to my knee over there. Crazy thing. If I would show you, it looks nasty. The guys delivered me to the hospital, and the doctor said, hey, you're gonna be fine, don't worry. Nothing is bad over there. After 3 months, you're gonna be running again, playing basketball. So he put me on my feet. So he was like a Jesus for me. He healed me up because literally, they bring me up to the hospital with a leg like this. And I was lying. So he put me on my feet, and I went to the car and I drive home. Crazy thing. So I really believed him. But after 3 months, I see that nothing happens. And suddenly I make an MRI. I went to the normal doctor. He said, man, you are done. You're not going to play basketball anymore. So I was, what? What the hell? And he said, if you're not a professional anymore, not getting money, forget it. Live. Live like this, because it's a difficult rehabilitation. It's a difficult surgery. So don't worry about that and stay as you are. Just do sports, whatever thing else. And I started to look for something what I can do, and I found a small group of people who are doing a sport which now is very popular. Simply using a mat. 1 square meter, and that's it. Jumping jacks, squats, burpees, push-ups, lunges, all that things. So I was going there a couple of times a week, every time, and we were watching in a small iPad. Over there was doing a guy some exercise. We watched like this. Okay, then we had only 5 programs maybe, and we know them all already in our minds, so we shouldn't look over there. And one day. We're doing the same, like standing like 6, 7 guys over here, watching in that small iPad, even not watching, we already know what he's going to be doing next. And I was in the front. So I watched, I was like a leader. Okay, well, now we do jumping jacks. Okay, something like that. And then we're doing all the sweaty, jumping, running, doing some bodyweight things. And then during the break, I was standing like that, we're watching on that iPad, and during the break, I simply turned around. And I said, guys, why we are watching at this if we know everything already in our heads? Why we are looking at that small monitor. Let me show you. And when I tried, when I get this attention, when I get that feeling from them, as I'm a coach, they're giving attention to me, they're giving that energy to me, and I'm sharing it with them. That was something insane. That was something which crossed my body, and I think, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is the best feeling in my life which I had until this moment. That was something amazing. And since then, all the situations which I had in my life, in the school, in the basketball games, where I get that attention from the audience, I figured out that whenever I get it, whenever I get that feeling, those eyes, that trust to my side, I can express myself the best. And I suddenly realized that this is the thing what I want to do. But I had a job. I had a financial stability over there. I have a family. How can I do that? Because I have to do this. I have to, build security for my family. I have to take care of them. I have to bring money home. And all these normal things for the daily living. What happened then? Step by step, I was transferring that energy from my daily work to that perfect feeling what I had over there. We gathered people, we had a huge thousands community of the sportsmen, of those who were supporting us, and I was transferring that energy step by step. What I want to say, when we talk about the calling, every one of you has that feeling that you do something what you have to do every day, like go to school, whatever it is, do some other things. And there is something which you like so much. Maybe some of you comes home after the school and he likes to paint, or he likes to listen to the music and to listen all those small details in every song. Or maybe some of you like to, to pick up those small micro electronic details and construct something which is working without any energy source, or whatever it is. Or maybe when you touch the basketball after your school and you feel that you don't want to go out of the gym anymore. All those feelings, this is nothing else like calling is knocking your door. And the question is, will you let it in to talk and step by step transfer that energy towards it and see if you like it and if you want to do? Or you simply close the door again and say, hey, no, next time. So from time to time, that calling, those things which you love to do, those things which is really deep inside you, from subconsciously going out of you, is calling you. What happened then? After 1.5 years, I fully transferred from my daily work in constructional business, after 4 years, to the sports business, fitness business. Nowadays, I have fully changed worldview, values, self-esteem, energy, health, body shape, and the status of myself. And for the very end, I want to leave you with several questions, as I promised, because I don't have a lot of time. So first one is, ask yourself, what do you like to do? Second question, what are your interests? I mean, satisfactions, joy, where did you get it? The third one, where you use your creativity. Because if you do something where you don't using your creativity, this is probably not the thing you have to do. The fourth one, what people are asking you to do. This is very important. Where you are beneficial to somebody else. The fourth one, what you pay attention to. When you walk in the mall, when you're listening to papers, when you're watching TV, what is the most interesting topics for you? The next one, probably the last one, if the money wouldn't be a case, what would you do in your life? So ask these questions and try to talk to yourself deep in the level of subconscious and transfer it to consciousness. And probably you will find an answer what is your calling. And remember, calling is closer than you think. Sometimes you simply need to turn around, as I did. If no, the life will help you. Life helped me when I got injured. So I don't want you everybody feel that, but I hope you're going to answer these questions for yourself, and you're going to find your calling as fast as possible. So thank you very much. And it was a pleasure to stand here.